What's up, everybody? It's High Channel here, and today's video, what we're going to talk about is it's a thing called uh, emergency banlist. So the crazy thing is they doing this before the qualifiers. The qualifiers is not really as long as the Casey Club. So I'm almost done with the fan for the duels. I mean, I'm already done with Jack's alternative alternative missions. All I'm gonna be doing is just getting the summon missions card. I already got the cards. I gotta get the payments. So let's just check this out. But one thing is that we're gonna check out two things. We just gonna check out the character decks because that's gonna be going live too. Because there's not time for us to get the yeah. So they making some changes with the skills. So the whole purpose is that I went against this deck a couple times when I was using the Star Dragon deck. So I'm guessing that so they you won't take any effect damage. So they're I guess it's some decks that they got the Dora's they got the damage effects that's in there. So this is another thing that had changed with the damage thing. Also this here because I remember this did a lot of damage too. So that's what they have for the skills because most likely the whole point of the skills is that they change the name basically for it because for the World Championship qualifiers. So yeah, because even though it's not a KC Cup, it's a qualifier. So this is due to the fact that they probably gonna use damage because I don't really think it's gonna be a lot of people using the starter strike deck. It's gonna just be a majority of people because people don't exactly use synchros like that. So that's what they have. So yeah, this is gonna go live in June the 1st. But the skill effects gonna go live. But it's an update that's coming between June 16 through 19. For I guess that's when it takes a full effect. So that's what we have here. So take it apart of the character duels. They'll have no character that they have, but they did add some other cards such as Ultimate Fuel. So I think this card would definitely big summon damage, and the Cyber Dragon gonna have more genius type monsters on the field. They were better than this one. But you have to remember is that whenever you add cards, you gotta have the grade thing. Yeah, you gotta add the grade thing because I don't know how many you can add. I think it's only up to three. You can add up into there. So we had this card. I think this card would also be a good card just so for you to use to destroy spells and traps. So I don't really think you have to worry about too many of those, except for the ones that prevent damage from being inflicted. So I don't really think it would be useful. But so these cards will be added to the thing because some of these is in the box and some of these are available box ships. Well, not this though, because that's new. Yeah, so this goes live on June the 1st too. So checking out the tier list, Stardust Dragon Synchron. It has this deck most likely goes towards the skill most likely summons Super Quasar Dragon, which is now the second longest skill in the game right now. That's what it is. So yeah, because they made it more dependable. Because with the other skill that Yusei has, you have to flip over the monsters. They put them face down. They didn't put them face up. So by them putting it face up, but it looks like they use Ruby too. I mean, yeah, that'd be a good card to use to banish on your cards on the field. I don't really think I use that, but yeah, I think yeah. So that's what that's gonna be wiping out the second turn along with assisting tumors in the game. It's like spawning a free extra drink that is not negated and no prayer hits on any enables to play North Valley. Because now the one of the things is that use the Crestion field spell, you can also add North Valley due to ancient fairy dragons special ability, so you can add like another field spell. So the thing is that Stardust Dragon also like the skill lets you summon be able to you can summon any kind of tuner. So that's what it is. This deck could spend the same broken imports as weekend to no hand trap except for the armor even drummer and ran over so no red supernova dragon super quasar dragon inside where it's set up plus a pop. This makes your opponent still has to draw a forbidden drop because now the point is that forbidden drop rate. You see, the point is that your opponent can activate it. The only way your opponent be able to activate it is that you have to so in the response to this card activation, your opponent cannot target can activate cards or effects with the same type of since the graveyard is best fit. So like if they send a spell card to the graveyard, you can negate that with shooting Quasar Dragon. Except if it was a monster, you cannot activate shooting Quasar Dragon effect. So, like multiple times in that matter, I was able to do that because the next I was going against is Dark Magician, the Midori Judgment, because I'm going against Exorcist. It is most likely easy for you to do. But the point is that I don't have the starter synchron. I mean, you only got one, and I got two of the other starters trail thing. And the point would be is that I could see the next banlist, like the next one. But this is just the thing that we seeing now is just emerging banlist. So that's not like anything, nothing along with that. So the point would be is that I mean, Asian Fairy Dragon could search up and so weekend. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna probably have the effects negated. So I'm pretty sure that's what they'll do for the next banlist. Is they gonna have the effects of those to be negated. So that's what they have. Like dark. So dark root no more and contain as it can search a construct due to such a sensory on cards gateway to level up because I believe it's marked this and that. So yeah, so the sensory deck is basically it can negate forbidden draw because the only one thing is that basically setting up the level 12 the fish round secret ones, then you could have that counter truck ready to basically go along with it. So like the only point is for you to trip you. That is the only thing to do because one other thing, if you try to even try to negate it, do not use no forbidden thing because if you use it, they still got the sell starters thing right there and they could do a whole lot of things because remember the monster that's something about that the self secret thing is gonna be unaffected by your card effects. Okay, the deck as alright, so currently it counters Diron, so yeah, it does. So that's why I just said like, just as example, like the Resonator is also in there. So if they go against Astral deck, the deck has access to Phoenix Chain from outside your deck, and the whole entire purpose of this is that you're going to be getting access to many of those other cards. So it's not going to be very too difficult. And then you send up that new Dragon Light Twin thing so you can summon Christmas Dragon. So basically, Jack would summon that in the next turn, and then that would be the Supernova. Then, because most likely they gonna activate monsters effects, mostly anyways. So that's what's going on here. So most of these decks is going down. Like the Verona is kind of like it was good, but these decks are going down just because of single decks. Such as Razzinair, Citrus, I don't know if I said Citrus runs deck and Star Striking deck, so those top ones. Like the only way is it is a lot of the synchro lockdowns where you could prevent them from synchro something. I think that'll work better because they don't have access to. They can't pop nothing on the field even yet. So, because you could prevent them from the synchro summon. So I just say the only ones they could probably just summon is just but unskilled by some of the monsters from outside the deck. That's only if you have monsters. So if you don't have no monsters, that'd be a good thing too. So that's how it is. So, yeah, I can imagine once set out the Ezra from Jackson, it gets more proper. Overall, it can still make a good turn. So yeah, so the Citron is basically using this because it's got high potential. Yeah, the deck is way powerful because it has access to this, it has access to shooting. What else, right? Okay, I'm trying to see what is the okay. What could be like another level 7 that could. I don't know how they would do this, but yeah, they got shooting quite up. This is based like the same setup that that's being used in the Star Striking deck. And this card also is going to be in the Star Striking deck too. So yeah, they got a lot of opportunity. It's a lot of options. So that's and then the point is the ABC is not going to have no chance versus the Star Striking. So yeah, because even if it does have the ABC thing, it's not gonna do anything still because one, even if it does use as a fade, you gotta drop it. You still have a lot of options upon it, so it's not gonna do nothing like that. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much how the way they doing it. Because I really just think that when they had a ban list, because the ban list we got is just an emergency ban list. That's what this is. At the top of this, we have catapult warrior at limited zero. So which is forbidden. It's banned. So most likely, what they did was they deal damage. So they could deal damage from that turn. So that be that. And then they transfer. So this is basically the bust play. So this is basically not lockdown towards what the starters dragon thing. So the one other thing is that even if you go against starters dragon, they still got the shooting thing that's if they going. So if you going for, I think the best option is for you to go first. So they won't be able to activate any special abilities. So that would be like a terror because they gonna have access to the shoot start thing. So yeah. This is just another damage thing. So this card is limited one due to the fact damage thing. So I think I'm not exactly sure what deck uses. I'm pretty sure it's the Diron deck. Diron deck. So that'd be that, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, right? Yeah, this damage. Yeah, most likely. I guess I already know what this is. It's gear explosion. So yeah, we already know that. That's a damage thing, and also this, yeah, that's most likely using those other things. Yeah, they still is using ancient gear. There's another damage, and this is another card that's gonna be used in the Star Trek deck. Starters, most likely, and yeah, starters too. Yeah, so yeah, that's what they have with that. Yeah, so this is the whole full list. This is based like damage cards, mostly damage cards out of the thing with the drawing and the damage and then the changing the monster. Shoot, yeah, so that's based like chain and shoot to dark. So the Baron Fusion uses it for multiple reasons to use against the Star Training deck. So I don't really see that working because you have pretty much a lot of negates on the field. So yeah, so that's pretty much. I could even see it show Quasar trying to be limited 1-2 in the next banlist for next month. So the thing with Rush Duel, so one thing is we could check out. Just check it out right quick. One thing I could just say for Rush Duels, it's not really too much of a problem that we have here is that we have the greatest elemental hero in the character. Well, basically, might as well say the content fusion. The meteor dragon, and then it's the spellcasters, then the high tech dragons. So the thing is that since the box, I think that most of these decks not doing as good as they is with the content fusion. I just say that like how the way I won with Yuki's deck, I was basically using most likely transatlantic transatlantic parts most of the time because it definitely does work. And the Sweet Tooth deck has a lot of options when compared with the concept fusion that it does the builds damage. That's all pretty much the ideal of how the way goes. The meteor dragon depends on the fusion spell card basically. That's what it depends on. The heroes got a little bit more with the support. It's not doing as much as it was going to do. So it's not gonna be no ban list because they all these things is a rotation because all these the tier list is going into rotation. some of the decks go down, go up. So it's a random thing. So that's what they also had along with the decks. And one of the things is that looking at these decks is that they mostly having this. It's a random thing that you have. But the thing is that they do have starters drive into this too that they use. It doesn't work like all you gotta do is use North Valley. I think like North Valley does lock down the starters deck going for that because they have to depend on the graveyard too. So I just say that the only like if you actually have a trap card, the trap it is a trap that's based on the synchros, then you could be able to have it like that. But at most, this is what they normally have along with this. Like this kind of card could also negate some basically a special summon another monster. And I don't know. I never knew seen this in here, so I don't know. But yeah, so and then the whole point is they use this because they can use this to keep summoning the Christmas Dragon to bring out the other thing. Because just like in being known, they got those other cards that could return Secret Monsters to the graveyard. So I think having this would be a good thing too, so you'd be able to summon a Secret Monster too from the graveyard. But I don't really think that that's the way how this is going. Yeah, so it is live stream that's happening tomorrow based off the duel and domain thing domination. So I'm trying to figure out this out. Yeah, so the whole point is of the skill, what the skills, what they was having, it was basically for the stand duels that was in that event to have it. So you basically gotta just use basically meta decks to basically stop it. That's basically what strategies what happens in battle meta. Yeah, because I have a lot of wins with the Stars Dragon deck, so I think that I formulate like how the way it's going to go with each of the decks that I go against. So, like synchro summoning is kind of like you could prepare for it, like how it is, because we don't get a lot of negates. Like we don't got those top negates like that, like it is. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'll just say the skills I mastered, so that's all we can have. But it ain't nothing on this thing yet. So yeah, that's all I have for this videos because that's why I did want to record that. That's probably my point of making it because they had the emergency ban list for the qualifiers. Yeah, so the qualifiers always last until the second week of June, most likely. So we'll see. But make sure you subscribe and drop a like and tell me how you like the video. And yeah, so most likely, yeah, we are gonna have a problem with this going forward. I just wonder how they gonna do Crows and Collins thing. I wonder if they gonna give them some kind of big upgrade with the skills. What I could guess, one thing I could guess when this rerun event of domination was the next will start. It either will start in July. Rerun event might start in July or August or September. So those are the only months, I would think that it will come along with that. I'm still making that video. I'm still trying to decide how I'm gonna make the next the video that I'll make. But be sure to subscribe and drop a like, and I'll see you guys next video.